Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, Colorado. Man, it's a hot day out there. I'm so glad I'm inside with some air conditioning with our Vice President, Sarah Duke. How's it going, Sarah?
Hi, happy Monday.
First
Legit day after the 4th of July. So it's, great and really hot.
I hope everybody had a good 4th of July out there. We definitely did.
Yeah.
So.
You know what I keep hearing, actually, the majority of people, maybe it's our age group that I'm asking, is it was really low key. And a lot of people just kind of hung out and didn't fire off too many fireworks and went to bed kind of early.
There was still some good fireworks, though. I mean, Don't get me wrong. The drone shows are cool and everything, but fireworks is where it's at.
I like the boom.
I love the
and
smell. I love the exactly.
Oh, the smell
You
of like
know
a
it.
stink bomb is just awesome. Just
Yummy.
love it.
Yep, exactly. Well, who do we have? We're breaking in a wonderful, this is awesome because we're in our new studio here and it's so roomy. In fact, I'm going to ask our guests, isn't it roomy here right now? As you take a little picture of yourselves.
I
love
it.
It is very. We have room for activities.
Yes, so much space for activities.
Yes, so
Exactly.
straight from a movie. I love you guys.
Well, we always love having these two in.
We do.
Right?
It's a slumber
kinda
party
sit
on
back and let
steroids.
you guys
I know. Oh, see? Yeah, I love it. You guys are nuts. It's awesome. Yes, I love these gals. They're amazing. So Centennial City Lifestyle Magazine, Chiquitas are with us. We have Megan and Danielle.
Hello.
Hey, gals.
Hey.
And I know we're going to get into this, but we're almost at a year for you guys. And I'm super stoked to be at your 1 year.
It's a year. Not the anniversary party, but it's a year.
Okay.
Yeah, July marked a year.
This is our 13th issue.
That is amazing. Congratulations ahead of your party. That's
Yes.
very cool.
Fist bump.
Boom. That's actually a really big deal.
It's huge.
And I'm glad you're celebrating because it's very monumental. It's a big milestone. Well, so, okay, I want to launch into that, can we?
Okay.
I want
Yeah.
to get into this for those of you that are watching. And yes, you can listen to us on the K4CO radio app. Do jump on to our social media as well. So it's Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can look at YouTube. Try Facebook if you have access to that because these gals want questions and I want to get asked some questions too.
Jump on our social media. You can type in the comments any questions that you have or any things that you want to say, and our producer Sabino will send those over to me. Or if you're stuck in the car, don't put on your camera, your video phone and everything like that and watch. That's not good. Whatever. It's Colorado drivers anyway.
Yeah, do whatever. But I do want to hold this up. We're going to get into your year anniversary, but this is so pretty. It's just a glitter explosion of paint and kids and it's the Explore issue, which is super fun. You guys are so dang creative. I love it.
Actually,
it's so beautiful.
Speaking of being creative, really quick, when you're talking about the cop, I do drive around with Officer Deputy Gray, like that magazine, the November issue, in my glove department. So if I do get pulled over by Arapahoe County, I could just.
You do not.
I swear.
She seriously does. So then that way, if they pull it, she just pops it open, and if they see and it drops, and then she's like, "Oh
my gosh,
sorry."
did I not tell you who I'm friends with?
Did I slide into your DM?
Yeah.
Are you my best friend? I would be cautious.
That is a good way to get out of a ticket.
But still, if they see you reaching into your glove compartment.
Well, that's when you say, I'm
That's
reaching
when
for a
you say it.
magazine.
Yeah,
I know.
it's registration. That's where, I
actual
thought my registration
paper
was
magazine.
in there.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
Okay. You're so smart.
See?
This is why
Creative.
Yeah. Exactly. Very creative. Okay. How does it feel about being 1 year?
It went by fast, honestly. It's hard to believe that it is a year. It feels like yesterday that I met you in a coffee shop.
I know. It's been nonstop, and that's how it is. Like, we're already planning on September. We're finishing up August, but no, it has been where, to be honest, we've worked our asses off. There, I said it. We did. And it was like so many, like, I have been like where I'm like, I can't do this. And it is to look back where I changed like this one thing on my board where it's like, like manifest, yes, but work your ass off and like it will come, because there's times where I think during the struggle, it was like, whatever you're doing now, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off because all the networking, all the connections, it's like finally, like, you're just like, you're recognized, like, you are recognized. Centennial City Lifestyle is like a huge impact on the community, and it makes me feel like all butterflies and tingly, and look, I got goosebumps. So that's how it works.
And this is the first time for both of you to own your own business, correct?
No, so she's graphic design. I own the Centennial City Lifestyle
I
franchise.
kind of group you together.
She's my partner.
Because you're a partner in crime.
Uh-huh.
Can I give
She's
her?
my partner.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So then I'll focus it more on you for this question. So and this is your first time of being your own boss.
Yes.
So how has that been?
I cry a little less every day.
That's okay.
Okay.
So it's improving.
It was. If you asked
Okay.
me a year ago, I don't know. I'm winging it. And luckily, it is where you don't realize. I mean, like, you don't. You're like, oh, my God, bookkeeping? What's this? You know?
For sure.
Oh, like, from marketing to, like, brand building. And it really is. It's like, so luckily, like, the B&I, you know, like, you're surrounded. It's like a, you know, it feels like it's a mastermind between people. You know, like, hey, what are you doing? You know, like, as far as from meta ads to Instagram to bookkeeping to, like, swag, it's like I have someone to talk to where it's just the little things that you don't realize it's kind of important. You're your own boss. Yeah, and it's just dedication. I mean, like, building schedules and everything, like, I've kind of been used to it, but it is where I have more responsibilities now. Is what I say.
Especially when your entire business is connecting people. It is bringing people together. It's all about networking and connecting. So,
Necking.
necking. It's all about necking.
It's all about necking, and that's how you run a business.
It's been a long day.
I kind of like necking. That's gotten me advancements in my life.
It's gotten a lot of people.
I love these
advancements.
interviews.
Exactly. I mean, if you show a little, you know, hey, I'm not promoting any of that. Just letting you know. I'm going to be quiet. Okay. So for those of you that want to see this beautiful thing, you can also go to citylifestyle.com/centennial to take a look at all of the issues are on there, which is amazing. And but you have to actually hold this. I know that I say that every time because it's such a beautiful magazine.
Yeah.
And it's very, very well done, and it's high value.
Yes.
It really is. I love your magazine so much, and I've felt up a lot of magazines in my day, and this one is really good.
It's a luxurious
Hey.
one.
It's definitely
is
one
a
I think that
luxury
stays on people's coffee tables, which is nice.
It
the
is.
purpose.
And we can't keep them in our office, which is hilarious because people come in and they take a look at it and they steal them. And
Sometimes I'm like, can I have some really quick? I just have to go. So
no, it's great. It's awesome.
No, every month I think we have to order more and more because we're finding that more people are wanting it.
That's a good thing.
They're not even mailed to. They're not even in our, area or zip codes, but they still want it.
And it is because we are building more connections with certain businesses like Desert Donuts, like where they're like, hey, we have room to put stuff here. Postnet just became a partner too. And I'm like, can I leave some here? So it is like those connections because our magazine is only mailed to like the more affluent homes, 700,000 to, I think we have a 6 million one now. 6 or 7 million. We got that one on whichever one sold. Ask one of our realtors in here.
Ooh, the wall is coming down.
Oh my gosh.
We are rocking the house.
We did it on purpose. Yeah, we knew that you guys would make that happen. It's raining on you.
Exactly.
No, that's really cool. So I have one other question about running your own business.
Yes.
Because this to me is really fascinating. When people have never done it, and this is my 4th stab at it, and it still feels like the first time.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would have done differently? Or that you wish you would have known from day one?
I'm like trying to think about that because it is where I'm now where I think I had one advice before I started running it and I kind of picked it up where I mentioned Lon Welsh before in my investment issue. And I remember he would say like, as an adult, when you make mistakes, you write checks. And so there's a certain thing where it's like, hey, when you're writing checks, that's when it counts. And so I think what I would say is like, honestly, I'm figuring out like how do you stop that? Like once you mess up, cut it off and move on to the next like solution. Because I think it's the quicker judgment where it is where like, okay, so I was in the title world and it is where you kind of fall back on a lot of like pieces into it where you're depending on a little different parts of your team and everything. I think actually, you know what? I would have listened to my gut ahead of time instead of listening to the upper corporate. We won't say that. Just kidding. You didn't hear me say that. But it is listening to my gut and knowing that what you want for your business is like, hey, I found Danielle on, I went, not even by it was my 4th issue. Was it my 4th, September, October? So it was right after my 3rd one.
Yeah, I worked on the 4th one.
Yes. And so it was where it's like, I knew where I kind of was like, oh, these are how writers are, like, because they kind of were saying, hey, you need an editor, you need first you need an editor. They're the ones that write the magazine, and then a publication director to help you like kind of choreograph, because you're going to be out in the field making the connections, doing all that. And I think that if I would have listened to my gut and just like, because it's hard too, like where you don't think anybody believes in you, like, hey, I have this idea right now. I can only do this much, and it's not, it's going to pay off. Like I promised, Danielle, like I promised, but like I finally found somebody that believes in design and pretty stuff that's just like me, except better. Like she knows it like no other, but I think that I would have been a lot more happier and successful. But again, also like you gotta make mistakes to realize what she did wrong. So I don't think I'd change anything.
I love that. You do have to make mistakes.
Just
It
realize
is
them
human.
quickly.
I mean, every single day.
You can only take it day by day, I think, when you're running your own business and just move forward and just keep plowing through. That's
Completely. I think the quicker you can move into acceptance stage, the better it is.
Yes.
I find myself sometimes just doing that spinning. I'm like, look, this is the way it is. This is how it went down. How can we improve from here? And the quicker that I can get myself into that mode, I like living in the optimistic silver lining world. We're a bit opposite on that, which is good. We're a lovely balance, but it's like, okay, this happened, and now how can we make it not happen again?
Yes.
So-
Yeah. I think that's exactly what you need to do is move on quick, because otherwise you cannot, there's no time to dwell.
Right.
Yeah, you can't turn back time. As much as we want to, you can't. So you have to just keep moving forward and find the best solution.
Yeah, completely. Well, I'm so glad you guys connected. Yeah, I fell in love with her like the moment I met her over breakfast, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is an amazing person. So I love that you guys met for coffee, and it's just been.
We did, and it was so natural. I feel like when we first.
I was
I just felt like I kind of knew her. It was,
I know you guys. I feel like you guys have known each other a long time.
Awkward at all.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. That means it's a good partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I don't know. I've met so many people where you go to meetings or even interviews and you're just nervous. You're not sure if you'll connect. And I mean, there's still people like that I meet. And I'm like, what do we even have in common? And I can ask my husband, I can talk to anybody. I can probably become friends with anybody. That's what he's always said. He's like, I swear, put you in a room full of wolves and they will follow you. And I was like, oh, I love you. But
That's so sweet. Tell me more.
but at the same time, there are those people where even I have a hard time and I'm still nervous, but in connecting with them. But with her, we immediately had kind of a bond, and it
So here's how I kind of work too. So this is kind of where people are like, oh, Megan, So I have this where if anybody's mean to me or like doesn't want to be my friend, I like make them be my friend. It's like a challenge.
I'll never forget
Oh, wow.
the first time you
I'm
were
always like,
texting. You're like, we need to make them a BFF bracelet. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh, they're being a little cold. Just wait. And it is where,
Nice.
yeah.
Well, it's a wonderful attitude to have. And at the end of the day, like the ones that are mean, they're not in my life. I just don't have time for it. It's just
We have absolutely had that happen.
Of course.
Where things just did not go the right way, or
you learn.
We've learned.
And here's the thing too, and I think that it's still a learning process, is that there's people, and I think I know where you're getting at, is that, and I mean, because I know where you're getting at.
Yeah.
Is where, so we are a community connection tool. We are putting businesses in front of 60,000 people a month and growing, okay? By doing that, we are trusted. We are one of the we're the only magazine in Centennial right now. I mean, that covers like what we do. Nobody else kind of has it, what they do. But we have built over this year, we have worked hard on this reputation where we are nothing but connectors. We want to associate ourselves with connectors. And there's businesses and people that get it. They get it. The go-giver mentality. They get it. Yeah. And there's businesses that don't. And unfortunately, that happens. Just like there's always going to be someone that, like my dad always said, there's always going to be someone you don't get along with, you know? But it is where you just got to keep on moving and find those people that really connect.
What I have found just in life is the people that don't believe in me or an idea that I have, they don't believe in themselves. And so when I have these conversations with them, I'm like, I don't want any of that mojo to rub off on me and to have
protect your energy.
Well, exactly. Like I am definitely a dreamer. So is Josh. So are you guys. And I love it when you have this idea, especially when no one has had it. And then of course you're going to have people going, well, did you do your research? And do you really think that this is going to fly? I'm like, hell yeah, because no one is brave enough to get out there and do it. And it is a lot of work, and you have to work your ass off every single day. I have cried a lot, and I've laughed a lot, and it's just the cool journey of it. But I love the growth that comes with owning your own business, too. It's like this personal, very insightful journey. Exactly. You can look back and be like, I freaking just did this.
Yeah. Well, that's where, because that's kind of what I said is like, I did take a leap of faith. So I came from title and I had no idea what I wanted to do. So after title, I was teaching realtors how to farm. We've all heard this story. And I really jumped into my community. There's a lot of different, factors into it, but it was the community that really, I was like, how can I force this community into my career? What career can I do from nonprofits? I was looking into insurance, boring insurance, but
sorry, Mark. She loves you, by the way.
Yeah, okay. and then getting my SI, and I'm like, what do I do? And I stumbled across it, and I was like, I'm going for this. Like, I'm running out of the severance pay, and I'm running out of savings, but let's just do this. Like, you have no other choice. For sure. And it is where I have 3 kids that are like, they're going to look at you. This is like them seeing you start where I think I was telling someone a year ago, and I'll tell people now, I'm like, a year ago, I think I was like, even the first, I was struggling so much where I was like, I mean, not even paycheck to paycheck. Like, when is the first, and I did not make a law on the first one. I still, you know what I mean? It was difficult where you're like, okay, to now we're like, yes, I can afford my mortgage. Like,
yeah, I think most CEOs can absolutely understand that. Yeah. I mean, it's a huge leap of faith. I love jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, and I love the risk, but the value and the payoff is so huge in the long run. Yeah. And it's so fun. You get to meet people that I never dreamed. And we met with several different media and radio people, and it was the same question every time was, well, you guys have experience in the radio world. And we're like, no, we came from the financial background. And they go, okay. And I love that because we're like, we have fresh eyes, just like you did. Yeah. It's like, no, I come from a very different world and you have a fresh perspective. And that's why I think truly what you all have done in a year, and I truly mean this from the bottom of my heart, I've never seen anyone do what you've done in a year. It is absolutely incredible the way you've grown it. And you are reinventing the wheel. I see other people in your industry now following what you're doing because it works. And it's like, I want to give you due credit too, because it's so deserved. You all are doing these monthly happy hours and getting community together where other people, I think, just stay so focused on their bubble. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But when you create this entire community, now you have your advertisers and new businesses that are being highlighted. Yes. Like, that is tremendous.
Well, we have met some incredible people at our happy hours, and then the connections that we're making as well. I mean, just for others and our partners. Like, I have so much. Now I'm finding myself we're trying to call them social hours now.
Okay, I know it's not really going too well. It's just the happy hours.
We're trying to
tried that for a month,
but we're trying to call it social hour. But I'm finding myself even just going, what do you do again? Or who are you? And what do you do? And I'm like, oh, wait, here. And then I'm like beelining and getting them connected with other people and like, you need to talk to this person and you need to talk to this person. And it's just becoming, I don't know, it's so fun. I feel like this little matchmaker.
She does. And she has been trying. But I mean, like, well, not like with connecting. Well, I mean, connecting people in certain ways. But
That's important too. Everyone needs a little nookie and some love.
yes,
Yeah.
they do. No, but it is. Sorry, I'm like.
No, but it builds to your point. When you connect people, I love it too.
Yeah.
Like when I go to a chamber event or anywhere, like this morning, I was like, oh, you need to know this nonprofit. You need to know these guys.
Oh,
and
yeah.
here's your financial guide.
Yeah.
Because it's not only building your reputation, but it's creating a stronger loyalty around you all.
It is. It's right away when I think I'm talking to somebody instead of I mean, like, and it shifted to where it's like, I don't. One is when I'm talking to somebody and they're interested in the magazine. You know, it's like first it's an interview. You know, like and I'm interviewing them. You know, but it is also right away. Like before I even talk about the magazine, like you're getting, what are you doing? Like, oh my gosh, like I think I called you right after the last one with New Hope Wine. Yes, and I'm like, oh my God, when I'm talking to her, you should see my light bulbs going on. Okay, I have to connect you to this person before she even like got into, and then it's just kind of awesome. Like I thrive on connecting people.
I love it.
And I can say it honestly, like coming back and seeing like Aeonic Garage and, you know, like my gutter guy, Robert, and then you're also seeing Billy, who's like part of Roof Geeks and everything, and Billy knows everybody. But it's like, hey, like it's just pretty awesome to see like the relationships you've created and that it's lasted like it's a year and they're still like power partners.
Yeah.
But it does seem like every month it's getting just bigger and bigger and more.
We are at 70. No, I think it was like, no, because I emailed you and there was like 10 more RSVPs that came through. So we're like at 75 right now, RSVPs.
For your
for
bash?
1 year, for this next
So keep them
month.
coming, guys.
Yes.
I know
For
it.
this month's happy hour,
I know.
which is our 1 year celebration.
Let's go ahead
I know. Let's talk about
Let's
your
just
1 year celebration.
into it.
It's 1 year.
Yes. Love it. Where is it at? What's the time? Who's going to be
Rouge.
there? What to wear?
So, oh my God. Okay.
Every day I always get, what am I going to wear?
I know.
I
That's
want
my
you to
one
come
question.
in a hot dog costume.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine. I had to ask, but
I guess you're not coming. So
So
No.
1 year celebration.
Yes.
1 year celebration, July 24th, 3 to 6 p.m. at the Rouge Wine Bar and Wine Bar and Patio. That's their logo.
Love
Yeah.
it. Okay.
their logo on the
I
thing
know.
too is like a bourbon bar. All I know, it is the swankiest, coolest bar. If you have not been to it, it's right next. It's connected to Pindustry, basically.
Yes.
Very
We're having
close.
pity party. So Wave the Grain. Have you heard of Wave the Grain?
Yes.
Okay. Tom.
I have. Yes.
He's amazing. So Wave the Grain is going to have 3 cakes. Where we're gonna eat cake and drink champagne.
Yes.
Oh, it's
That's
like
a
a
great
wedding
combination right there.
celebration.
Yeah, so we're gonna have cake and bubbles. So
Okay.
you can come, and bubbles will be kind of first come, first serve. We bought enough, but when it's gone,
Got a
it's
case.
gone.
Okay.
So y'all better. Just kidding. I'm not drinking.
I don't drink either.
Yay!
So, I mean,
so we can do some LaCroix.
I do.
Yes.
So but I figure they have great bourbon. It's an amazing bourbon bar as well for those who are more into that.
Cool.
Which, such as
Branch and barrels
myself.
in too.
Cool.
So
And Jack Gillet, I hope you're watching and listening.
Oh, he
yeah.
better be there.
He'll be there.
Yeah, he.
Didn't we
Should
want him
I-
to play?
should
Oh
I
no, that
call
was
him
a
right
different
now?
one. Yeah, let's call him live. Let's just
Yes,
see. Let's
that
put him on air.
Put him on speaker.
It's going to be fun. It's just,
Yeah.
oh, and we're going to do our raffles a little different. So, all those who have ever come to our happy hours, we do free raffles. It's not where they have to buy a ticket or anything like that.
Right.
We hand out one ticket to everyone who shows up, and then we just pull them out of a hat, and whoever gets the prize we're giving gets it. And people love that. I think that's honestly why a lot of people come, because they're like, ooh, what can I win? Which we've had some people like win back to back sometimes. But we're going to do it a little different this month. We're going to have more like baskets, like bigger prizes.
Oh yes, and so where you can put your raffle ticket in which one that you want. So, and we're having Anna from Pity Parties.
Yes.
She's going to do a backdrop wall. Like, I'm so excited about this. Like, I'm like Talia. I'm even talking to her because I'm like, I'll need this printed, and we can just see. Like I said, won't be a mistake, but I'll be writing checks.
We're going to be decorating,
swiping it.
making it look great. It's just it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more over the top.
Now, dress code.
Okay.
What are
There's
we
a dress
wearing?
code. Okay.
It really a
It's
hot
not
dog
really a dress
costume?
code.
Can someone win something cool if they dress up in a hot dog costume?
If someone comes in a hot dog costume, I promise I will give you a bottle of vodka from Felony.
Well, what if this is me? I love them. I
You
love
like-
their.
oh, yeah.
But I can't drink. So
I have a
if-
social bar and lounge gift card.
Ooh, yes. Yes. Okay, let's do that. Let's change it up.
Okay.
If you show up in a hot dog
I
costume.
don't. Where is this hot dog
I don't know.
costume
I
coming
just
through?
came up with it.
Okay, I was like, let's get her.
Because I think it would be kind of funny.
I would be like, get some bubbles, go in theme.
Yeah.
Come as a
Ooh,
champagne
you
bottle?
Can come as a champagne bottle. I like
Yes.
it. Or a cake. Ooh. Can
Will
you
you
have
pop out of the
Can
cake?
you have a girl pop out of a cake?
Wave the grain.
Okay. I want to see a sexy stripper girl pop out of a cake.
How
I'm just
about you
throwing
and
that
I
out
both
there.
pop out of the cake?
This is why
So
we're
pretty.
connected. So beautiful. Okay, well, I'm going to hold this up. So it's coming up July 24th on a
Yes.
Thursday at Rouge. And it says in Greenwood Village, but it's kind of Centennial Greenwood
I mean, let
Village
me
area.
say that it's Centennial. We could just say that.
Yeah,
I know.
it's fine,
And
off
the
of
mayor's
Arapahoe
going to
Road.
be there. Oh, because the chamber's doing our ribbon cutting. We have.
Yeah, we'll have a
Oh,
ribbon
I
cutting
love
as
it.
well.
Wow, you guys are going big.
We're,
Yes.
yes.
So fun.
So we need as many people.
And
there.
honestly, dress how you want. I don't
Yeah.
want anybody to feel like they're not going to come now because we want you in black tie.
I
We
wanna
don't.
dress up though. a little
We will
bit.
dress
Can I
up.
do outfit changes?
Yes.
Sure,
Party.
Katy Perry.
You
Let's
do
go
whatever
ahead.
you
Whatever
want.
exactly.
I've been watching too much Housewives. So.
Oh, I love it. A
Yes.
glitter sexy thing.
I wasn't. Danielle's like, no, even like.
Love it. Well, I
I
hope
have to
everyone
wheel her
shows
in
up.
sometimes.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Sometimes.
I need to be reeled into. I'm with you. It's like you're a little too far today. Come on back to planet Earth.
Come on back.
I'm here.
Yes. Well,
Yes.
July 24th, for those of you watching, listening, July 24th, 6 to 8 p.m. at Rouge in Greenwood
Yes.
Village.
Yes.
Your happy hours truly are absolutely amazing. And come and meet the gals of Centennial City Lifestyle and meet people here in the South Metro area.
And readers too, and it's so
readers,
cool because
advertisers, all of it.
yeah, it's,
Yeah, I think some people feel like they have to be partners or have to be
or they have to have a business, and I'm like, our most loyal reader, Dave, love him.
Dave.
David Carrot.
Oh God, I love them. And he's like, I'm retired. It's fine. Or yeah, and it's like I'm doing this. Like it's like people that want to connect. You'll meet people, or else go in the corner, and it's fine. It's like we're here. One is to support Rouge, and support the community, and that's the thing. Like we always wanted our happy hours to be is like showing the restaurants, like, hey, they can go all day. You can go anytime. Like even last month, it's like we were having people. They were saying they were having people come to them beforehand, like, hey, I can't come, but I just wanted to check this place out and see what it's talking about. Because again, we're highlighting different places, and why not support the community?
Absolutely. Well, I want to get into your issue here
Yes.
and kind of maybe if you can dangle a little. I don't know what you're allowed to talk about for upcoming issues. I know I'm excited about one coming up, but so this is so beautiful.
It's a very cool cover.
It
I
is a
must say.
cool. This is gorgeous.
Like,
you,
what was the concept?
Megan.
What was
The
the
chalk
concept?
walk.
The chalk,
Chalk
walk.
walk.
All right.
So we'll like hop to page.
Chalk Art Festival, actually.
Yeah, 20 is
Okay.
summer fun.
Yes, we did a whole article on just the summer fun events that are happening around Centennial. So it's not just things that are happening in July. I mean, like the Chalk Walk is in September. So it was just kind of getting these great events that Centennial has for its community and getting it out in front of our readers and
Right.
so they could put it on their
Love it.
calendar. But yeah, the Chalk Walk Festival, which is happening at the streets of South Glen on September 13th. That was what the cover inspiration was.
I'm so glad you guys are here. I mean, it's just, God, if you guys have not picked up this magazine, do it. Just go get it. This is so beautiful.
It's
and
amazing
hold
too,
it.
those chalk art festivals. Some of them just incredible artists. On
Right?
some of those. I love the 3D ones where
I was gonna say
it's
where it
like
almost looks
stairs
like
going
you'll fall
Yeah,
down.
they'll
Yes.
fall down. Very awesome. And then you have the Symphony of the Rockies that's coming up in August. Centennial Under the Stars. I've never been to that.
I haven't either.
I haven't either, and that's August 9th. I might have to attend that.
I want to do the dancing in the streets. Is that a big like mob, or what is it, dance? What is it? Oh my God.
I think they have like the live bands that are there, and it's awesome. I've been to those before.
I thought it was
As long
gonna
as
be
they
a
play the
flash
Mick Jagger and the David Bowie dancing in the streets,
Do
and we
it.
can all remake that video because
Right?
it's the worst video on earth.
Yeah,
Well,
like,
if
we're
somebody
gonna
is
make that.
listening, whoever's playing on July 9th at Streets of South Glen for Dancing in the Streets,
Then do it. Yep.
do it.
Exactly.
Do it.
Love it.
Let's create a flash mob.
I
Ooh.
did that one time.
You did?
Really?
You did?
I was in my 20s.
Cool.
Yeah, it's called a Cupid Shuffle.
Okay. I mean, we might have to see it. I mean, we're being filmed. Hey, you want to get up and show us what that is? Yes, you do.
Are you going to do? You have room for activities.
Go
Let's
for
do
it.
it.
For activities.
I want to see it for
I
the
don't-
next 20 seconds.
Oh my God, I don't know what it is though. It's like, okay, God, this is my
Oh,
20s. It's like, I need the music. It's like, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Down, to the, oh wait, I have to do the left. To the
To the
left.
left.
To the left.
To the right. To the right.
To the right. Okay, no, I can't. I got it.
Now
all
dip, baby,
baby,
dip.
dip.
Dip, baby, dip.
dip.
Okay, why don't you find that?
That's what I
We'll
was
keep-
thinking. I was like, all of a sudden, I was like, cotton candy, sweet and roll.
I literally
But then I was
singing
like,
that
never
last-
mind.
Yeah,
Come on,
earlier.
do your Tootsie Roll.
Do
Yeah.
your Tootsie Roll. Now dip, baby, dip. I love it. What is, while you're looking at that, because you guys are very inventive. Every single month, I'm so excited to, and you have to dangle a little what next month is.
Yes.
What inspired the Explore issue?
So we are themed.
Yes, we are themed. Every month, the theme is already
It's called branding.
place. Yeah. So just
City
like
Lights
okay.
branding. So we have it. I think the only two that kind of have swapped throughout the year were the investment issue and the Explore between April and I think summer just makes more sense.
Okay.
So every August is kids and pets, which we'll get into.
So
And then
excited.
September is style. October is food and drink, which we are definitely wanting some creativity with that. Like we might cause like a movement and just be like, hey, everybody, like, you know, I don't know. I just like,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I like to do everything big.
Yeah.
yeah.
So obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inventive. Okay.
And
But we
then,
definitely need some restaurants. So if any restaurateurs are listening, they need to reach out to us
All
because we
right.
want to feature
Zoe,
some great places.
Suzanne,
And
Social bar.
yeah.
Well, we
Love
yeah,
it.
and we
And
want
it's
some
New
newbies
ones
too.
too. So
Yeah.
it's like, hey, like, you know, whether if we're, and this is just ideas we're throwing out, like Danielle and I've been talking about, like whether it's like, hey, around the world, you know, like different
Exploring
places, like
tastes.
whether it be
Love
tie,
it.
tie me up,
We did.
no pun intended.
We got
okay?
tied. We got tied
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, we
It
did.
was, yeah, Megan and I were tied up. It was lovely.
But things
That
like
sounds
that.
lovely.
But yeah, like that or Mexican, like the tacos, because like I'm gonna butcher it. Cajaro.
Guadalajara?
It's right there. It's right there, you guys. It's a Karjjo. Is that Cajaro? Whatever. And then there's another. They opened their second location, and it's like places like that where people didn't know. Like you guys don't. You know what I mean? It's like we want that to be like, oh, let me look into that. Let
a
me
new
see
spot.
what's happening.
Those little
Completely.
diamonds in the rough, those little, especially the mom and pop
Oh,
type
yeah.
places
Oh,
are
yes.
just some of the best. I mean, driving around, you see all these chains, all these corporate chains, everything like that, which are good, but the mom and pops sometimes are just the most incredible.
Oh, yeah, I found
You know.
the best Italian place, and I wish they were in Centennial and not in Littleton.
I know there's
because-
one that's in. I mean, technically it's Centennial, but yeah.
Yeah. So but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those kind of hidden gems that people don't really know about, but have these amazing chefs and want to get their name out there. So hit us up.
Or
Love
it's to
it.
re-explore because you forget all about that.
Yes.
Where it's like, oh yeah, they did have great fish tacos, or oh yeah, I forgot about that. I know.
Nice. God, you're gonna make me hungry.
I know.
I know, but that's down. That's in October.
October, okay.
We got
And
time to
November
talk
is the
about that.
thankful issue where we talk nonprofits, you know, and those are the things that we're really trying to dig into.
Love it.
And then December's giving. And then January is fitness. February's love and local. March is the home issue, which is huge. And then April's the investment. May is for women. And June is for gents. So
Love it. Man, you just nailed that.
I'm
Look
just.
at your brain today.
Obviously, I have like 20 appointments every week. So I go over.
That's
Obviously.
amazing. I know. You know your magazine. It's amazing.
Yes, it comes natural.
So yeah, so there is a theme every month
okay.
that we stick to, but we do want to try and change it up. So
But that is the thing where we change it up with it. Like, you can't just explore this. Like, and so, we did this one, but it's like different ideas, whether you just kind of twist different stories into it. Oh, that's the Danielle thing. She knows how to make something fit.
Well, I want to go back to your celebrating your year.
Yes.
And for both of you, what has been the biggest highlight that you've come away with? I know you haven't been around, you've been around more like for the 10-month-ish, 9-month-ish, but same question. What do you look back and say, that was so memorable and that was super life-changing?
It's more, this reminds me why I'm doing this. Yes.
I mean, I honestly, I don't, they're all great. Like, getting the magazine in the mail every day or every month is just amazing. When you get something in the mail that you're like, I did this, and and other people have it too, and you see them reading it. The most memorable moment was when we were in Desert Donuts and those guys recognized us.
Oh, your butts.
Yes. Well, what was?
If you want us to do that, we
seen
can
those
pose it. We
butts
did at our
before.
daughter's
Exactly.
graduation.
That's exactly what
Yeah,
they
we just had our my daughter's graduation. We had to redo the pose, but no, we were just sitting. He actually was reading the magazine. He had it in his hand when we were in there, and he did that, like, look down, look up, look down, look up, and was like, "Is this you guys?" And it was just funny. I mean, that was just memorable because I've never had that happen before, but.
You're a celebrity.
It was funny. And where I'm noticing that a lot more where we go, people looking and kind of like doing and I'm like, oh, is something wrong with me? Is something, Or it's like, no, they probably honestly just recognize us from all this stuff because we're also on social media a lot. I mean, my friends even say they're kind of sick of seeing my face.
What?
Half the time.
I mean, that's
never.
That's a pretty good
I
friend,
want to see
actually.
it
No, they
more.
didn't say it in a mean way, but they're like, no, I love it, but wow, like I see a lot of you
everywhere.
now. It's kind of crazy.
I
Jealous.
No, I
I
totally
was talking
agree.
about-
Yeah.
No, I was talking to a guy that we partner with earlier today. I'm like, you have to be all over social media
do.
all the time.
Yes.
Because you have to be the first. When they think magazine,
That's
they
why I
have
see
to
those
think
reels.
exact. Yeah, all over social media and videos and
Yeah.
being live all the time and pictures, and you're just everywhere and doing the networking stuff.
Let me ask you, Megan, what was your favorite issue this year?
Oh my gosh.
I know mine.
I mean, that's a thing where I know yours. You should say yours and let me have some time to think.
I didn't say June for Gents was by far my absolute favorite
I know.
issue.
It was a gorgeous one. It really was really gorgeous. But
everything in it. I
Yeah.
loved everything about it. Everything in it. And it was so that was really hard going from June to this July issue. That was probably one of my toughest moments, I guess, this year out of all of besides the very first issue where we were on like a 1-day deadline to put a whole magazine together, like a week maybe.
she's welcome.
Yeah. That was my very, very first issue. I'm like, holy cow, we have like 1 week to put this whole thing together and come up with everything. And it was great. It was fun. We pulled it off.
Yeah.
But June was by far my favorite.
Yeah.
And then going into this one, which I still love this one, but it was a little, it had you switching your mindset completely.
Because when we're doing our happy hours, like when we're doing this, we're going to be working on September come our happy hour. So that's where it's hard to like, where we're like, when we're going over edits and everything like today, and she's like this, and I'm like talking about I'm talking about August or I'm talking about July because I'm working on like the content for July or something, and she's talking about August, and I'm like, wait, what? Like, what is this? What we're talking about?
Dude, we are vibrating because
Yeah, we are.
making the walls crumble.
Yeah, we are.
You guys are day one, baby.
This
This is what happens. You just gotta roll.
Exactly.
We need extra lubricant, is what's going on.
girl.
Yeah,
we need
just
some
saying.
super glue. But yeah, no, it's. I think those are the biggest challenges sometimes and it is trying to remember what month are you in.
We don't get to like be present in something. I think that's the hardest thing is we're not present. Like we have this and I was like, cool. Like I don't get to see, I think like the first time that I actually like sit and look through it is when I'm going with another, like it's just, I'm busy. I need to stop and smell the roses.
Yes.
And be present. That's what I think that my hardest thing is that it's always on to the next. Because I mean, maybe that's where I am. I'm like, because when like the week after, so the 12th is our partner reservation deadline is Saturday at midnight. And then we're already like, ooh, can we open it up? If we open it up, this is what we have to do, So she's learning to deal with me.
There's times I have to tell her, I'm like, you need to stop.
And I'm
selling
like,
ads.
no, we can
Because
do this.
It's like it's one of those things. The more ads we sell, then the magazine bumps up,
which is
so.
this is again owning a business.
For sure.
Print and production.
Yep.
We jump up to 52 pages. I'm like, real talk. That's like
But content is always
3,000 or like 3,000.
It makes no sense to me because I feel like the ad deadline always needs to be done before the content deadline, because if all of a sudden she sells a lot more and we bump up, well, my content's done.
Yeah,
it's already in
exactly.
there.
And then they have it. They do have stuff that's kind of like
Filler.
where
But I
it's-
don't like filler.
Yeah, she likes to make it very customized, and so which is fine. But sometimes it's like, and it will be like something's like popsicle recipe, or like just stuff like that, where you can't tell, like, and it can be fun stuff, but it's also she's very
I'm very picky about what I want
very
in there.
very picky.
So it's that. I mean, that's probably the most. Those are kind of like she said, some of those hard things that we have to deal with that
This is
aren't
her
always
learning to
fun
let go.
Well, true. So your deadline is the 12th every month
for ads.
for ads.
But editorial is usually always the 8th. So that's
Okay.
why, like today, we are
We spent a good hour.
gunning it to make sure everything is in
That's
there,
good.
reading, reproofing,
Oh,
getting
people
things.
got emails today. I was like, "Are you gonna burn it or not?"
Yeah, you gotta
said
get
it
it.
nicely.
You gotta
Yeah.
get it because we gotta get this in like now. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where we're at. We're at that stress point, and then the 12th is when it's like, all right, who's going to be in and what size are you going to
Then
be?
they shut it down because, like, even when there's sometimes partners where if they need a bump up or bump down, you know what I mean? It's like where you can't right now. Like we're too deep in production where it's
Okay. Well, so I'm trying to find a window for you both to smell the roses.
Oh,
So if
so
you're
can
so your
we
deadline's
get
the
about
12th.
a week.
yeah.
Okay.
There's like a little week.
Can you
rest
all
period.
take like a 48-hour just smell the roses, like a 2-day thing where you can just be like, yeah, we did this. Let's enjoy 2 days.
Yeah, why? Where are you taking us?
Wherever you want to go. Where do you want to
Is that
go?
what you're asking?
yeah.
Wherever you wanna
So
Absolutely, I will do. I will make time.
You could
No,
do
I
like
mean-
a spa day or get
Yeah.
your nails done.
I
or
mean,
just something that you
I
guys
fit
really
it.
like.
We fit that in. Like
Yeah.
it's like
Okay.
I can't. You know what though? I can't. It's just you're right. It's too much time. Where I'm like, hurry up! Like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want to be. I've been here for an hour and a half. Like, I need my fingers and.
Okay, I need to define for you what smelling the roses really means.
Yes.
It's
yes.
being like, we can do a little exercise. We have some time. You put both of your feet on the ground.
Oh, well, I
take
don't
a
wanna flush
couple.
anybody.
Okay, well, then you can cross your ankles a little bit. And it's like kind of tap and just say, I'm here, I'm alive, I'm healthy, life is great, I'm in a beautiful studio, I'm next to a beautiful gal, life is so good.
I'll
We've
tap
just
your
knocked
energy
this
for
out
you.
I
of the
do-
park for a year.
I have. You know what? I have started. I have been. We have
know,
been
I'm
dating.
nuts.
I have been dating. So I have a boyfriend.
She's
And-
like, we've been dating.
and we are going.
I did accidentally like make out with her there.
That's awesome. I totally get that too. You guys are partners. Believe me, you guys spend a lot of time together. Yeah. Makes sense to me.
The guys will tag along.
This is how close we end up getting. Is my husband was sitting next to me when we were at Social Bar the other day for an event. My husband was sitting on one side, she was sitting on the other, and I was on my phone trying to figure out dates. And I'm so used to when my husband sitting next to me rubbing his leg. Somehow my brain was just, it was so wrong. And I started rubbing Megan's leg up and down before I realized this is a really smooth leg.
Doesn't feel.
Who am I touching? And my husband's on the opposite side of me like, what are you doing? I was mortified. But I'm like, thank God it was you.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Wouldn't that have been
If it
weird?
wasn't
with someone
me,
else?
I would have
weird.
totally leaned into it. You can feel me up anytime.
Well, I had,
Oh my God,
so
it
I had the boyfriend that was scratching my back at the same time she was. I was like, wow, this is weird.
She's like, I'm really.
Oh, if
this
there's
is
ever a
nice.
time to smell the roses, it's that moment.
Yeah.
Just to be like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can love
Who
this
else wants to get in
moment.
on this?
Exactly. Oh, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. See, so we do. We do
Good.
smell the
Take some
roses.
time.
But yeah,
Yes.
it's like where people. I'm like, yeah, this is great.
I
It's
know
great.
it.
Do you want to see the? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many advertisers do you have now, kind of rough-ish total, do you think?
Really good question.
I think you have a lot.
You know what? Every
you're
single one
over-
they're amazing. And if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have a magazine. So let's make sure.
Yeah, let's be real.
Let's
we
be real.
have to have partners. So if
Yeah.
people want to get out there and get seen, call us.
Well, and it is where I think we were doing it too, where these like partners are, call us because you're getting in front of 60,000 people. But it's also like these people are trusted. I mean, you have like Centennial Leasing and Sales, like Jeff and Amy, like that's Centennial. I even accidentally call Centennial City Lifestyle. I'm Centennial Leasing and Sales. But you have these people, you have PostNet, who's huge, you know, in the community as well, where it gets validation too, where people are like, oh, like, I have too many, like, you know, I have so much business, because we all have that problem, right? So much business. But it's like, you need to get your name out there to the community.
Yes.
And this is the best way too, where it's not where people are going to call you automatically. Like, I think we were actually having this discussion with meta ads versus, you know, like all of that. It's like, cool. But these are like, you're getting quality traffic that validates that you are a trusted business too.
Right.
With it.
I loved our conversation when I probably went off on just how important it is to market yourself. Because I think people, once they start their own business and they go, it'll just come. Like, no. You know, it's so hard. It's when I'm trying to explain that to people that you have to market yourself.
Yes.
It's a constant game.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can't sit behind your computer and just hope and pray that someone's going to come and find you and walk by in your hallway. I'm like, that's not how it works.
And you really can't expect just 1 month or a few months of ads to work.
No.
It just doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way
And here's
ever.
I can't, and I tell people, I'm very transparent. I'm like, I can't guarantee that someone's going to say, I saw you in Centennial City Lifestyle, because that's not how it, like, honestly, when you're researching, okay, here's one for you. I just wanted to get my house painted. Okay. Do you know how many people are going there? And it's like this person, this person, this person. I had it quoted 3 times. Like when I'm talking to it, then all of a sudden it's popping up on Facebook. It's popping on this. And it is really like the people that we're sending it to are very smart. Okay. They have money. They're smart, all right? Like, I'm just saying, I just assume, you know? And so it's like they also, like, this is trusted too, but they've seen it. And guess what? They're going to go to Google. They're going to go right there and look you up. It's not going to be like those, you remember those infomercials that you see at night, you know, where it's like, call now.
Oh, those were great.
I know. I remember some of them probably shouldn't be calling, but, you know, but it is. It's like they are, okay, let's do it. Let's go. They're going to forget. They're going to get to Google and see something flashy because your website's this. Then they're going to, how many tabs do you have open? Okay. On your phone and that. They're going to go for it. So this is just going to say, hey, they saw it. It's going to be, this is what I like to call subliminal marketing.
But they do. I mean, I think even people will look at this, and like I said, it's staying on coffee tables. And I heard from someone that I didn't know was a reader, that was a family friend. And they're like, oh, my girlfriend gets this magazine, and I see it there all the time. And then another one was like, oh, we keep that, and anytime we're looking for something new or we need somebody, we flip through there first to see if they're in there before we go somewhere else.
That's huge.
So hearing that, I was like, oh my God, see, so people are actually reading this thing.
For sure.
And we are still new. I mean, here we are, only a year in. We are still a new magazine. We're getting bigger. People are starting to recognize us more. So I think we're going to start, like, more people are going to pay attention now than they were a year ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Completely.
And it is thicker. I think that's what my mom said. She said, ooh,
It's
this
thicker.
keeps on growing. And I'm like, yeah.
Like our butt.
It's because there's a lot of businesses that realize the power in it. Like Avenira. Oh, and I just found out my mom's looking through this, and I can say it. Avenira. Okay. Eye doctor. Love her to death. She's right up the street, you guys. Like, she's like, usually you see the corporate ones that own this. She's amazing. And my mom is like, oh my God, I know Karen. I used to go to her, you know? And it's like that where we tell people, put your face in it, you know? And it's like, okay, like where you just recognize this and it's over and over again and again. It's like, I'm going to Google it. I'm going to see, hey, do you do this? Do you do what? You know? And it is, love Justin. Apex Windows.
Oh, he's going to be in next month's.
Nice. I love it.
Yes.
It is cool. I like those moments that are impactful. mean, we kind of hit on that earlier, but it's those moments when people, like, you're making a difference in their lives, that positive impact.
Yeah.
I've had a moment like that a couple months ago when this mom came up and didn't know her at all. She came up and hugged me and she's like, I love you. I'm like, I'm so lost. Do I know you? And she said her daughter went to an Inglewood school and her daughter was on our radio station promoting her music. And I was like, it's moments like that you're making a difference in the community. And then you're making that positive impact, which is really cool. And I agree with you on the marketing part. I wish I could snap my fingers for people. I wish I could do it for my own life. You know, you want to start a business and be a millionaire day one.
Yeah.
Right?
Market it.
That's the market the heck out of yourself.
How you do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
But even then, like some people, like we were talking about how with ads, how you're not going to get really traction with 1 month or whatever. You know, you need to be repetitive and people see you over and over again. But some of these people, like an eye doctor, you go once a year, if that sometimes, right?
I still need to make a dentist appointment for myself and my kids.
Yeah.
Oh,
so it's one of those things where, okay, they may not be calling you the second they see your ad, but you know what? In that year when they need you, they're going to go to that magazine. They're going to know who you are. They're going to remember. And you're going to be the one they call.
Well, my favorite analogy when someone said, do you think McDonald's needs advertising? You would think no. They don't, but they do because it needs to be in your face all the time. You think about it, you know it, it's all there.
Yes.
Touching on that, so look at Dairy Queen and Baskin Robbins right now. Dairy Queen, we had this at one of our conferences. Dairy Queen invested in marketing. Dairy Queen continued to build their brand. You still see ads for Dairy Queen.
Yeah, of course.
You still see it. They stay relevant, switching up the blizzards, promoting it. Baskin Robbins, where are they now?
Exactly.
I think they're in bankruptcy. Right?
Yeah.
That's right. I don't even know if any. I
31
haven't
They
favored.
they do exist. There's very few and far between. I agree. If you start marketing, if you don't market, you don't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
Like end of story. I agree. I'm so glad you remember that. I'm the one that told you about McDonald's.
Yeah,
but I agree with like Wendy's and all these big boys who make billions of dollars, and they will continue to market.
And they spend a lot of money just to make sure that they are everywhere.
Top of mind.
When you open your phone, they're when you're driving down the street.
Well,
They're
there's a
on
million
there.
burger
here,
joints.
but you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's so true though. To your point, like you need an eye doctor maybe once a year, maybe twice a year. But when you are needing them, you have to know where they are right then.
Call
So-
Dr.
and
Karen. That's all I can say. I go
Yeah.
to my kids go to it. Like it's every single one, and I just love her.
Or like same with Centennial Leasing and Sales. Not everyone's buying a car every day.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, of course.
that's someone that I'll contact and maybe, hopefully, I don't need a car for at least 5 years.
This is a huge investment. Your roof. I mean, that's a $20,000 investment. I don't know. I
At
haven't had my
least,
roof.
yeah.
Oh, but he's great
Easily.
too. Right away, 10 a.m. I call him. At 7 a.m. I call him. I'm like, oh look, remember when you told me that I should have had it? And he's like, right away at 10 a.m. He was there and the problem was taken care of.
Nice.
So,
But you know, it's funny.
That's
I became a
awesome.
customer
sorry,
of Centennial.
I'm getting mad shout outs to all my partners.
I know.
I love it. This is your time.
No shame.
But we do have Scenthound in here, and that was fun. I remember putting this together and going, Scenthound, what is this thing? And $39, you know, and because I have a dog that sheds like mad. And I'll tell you what, since I started taking her to them, she hardly sheds at all anymore. Because I do the upper one where they do the shedding treatment and all of that stuff, but we go once a month. She's now gotten comfortable with them, which she used to hate doing. Now she loves them and comes home just super clean. They do everything. But I got that from the magazine. I never knew who they were.
Yeah.
I had no idea until I read that and saw that that was an option. And I think I've probably referred even 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
Just
It's
because
awesome.
they really do a fantastic job.
I love it. Well, I have to mention you guys.
Oh yeah, I was like, we haven't
time.
even talked about everybody else in the.
No, you're fine. I love that you're shouting them out. So for those of you that are listening and watching, I hope you're watching because I love the cover of this. Centennial City Lifestyle Magazine. Megan and Danielle are here with us. And to call 720-492-3500. I love that freaking phone number. 720-492-3500. Or you can go to citylifestyle.com/centennial and look at all of the past issues and current issues and see they have menu items and tips and they have so much stuff. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. But I really recommend actually feeling up this magazine. I just have to throw that in there because I can. It's so well done. And it's professional and silky and sexy and amazing. I've never seen a layout quite like this. So
Yeah,
it's
is.
really gorgeous. You guys have killed it.
Thank you.
We haven't
amazing.
talked about Explore.
I know. I
Okay.
was like, wait,
Shakespeare in the Wild.
I was looking at
Okay.
that.
yeah, they're doing like a what?
Romeo and Juliet, I think
Yes.
it
Yeah,
said
but it's
about
a
that.
Gen Z version.
Oh my God, this shit slaps.
Yes.
Yes, it's so much Riz.
This shit slaps. I'm
This
so
shit slaps.
No cap.
No
So
cap.
much Riz.
So much Riz.
Oh,
I'm
you're gonna.
so
You know what?
confused right now.
Well, you know what? We're going to help you in next month's issue with
yeah,
that.
I guess you'll figure out it next
Yeah,
month's
you'll figure
issue.
that in next month's issue. But however, that is what the theme of this Romeo and Juliet. It's not. It's supposed to appeal to the younger generation, so they changed it up a bit.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so you'll have to go in there, check that out. We have
it.
Sporty Pickle in here this month.
love it.
Which was great because you guys had an event, and that's the first time that you and I played pickleball.
Right, same
You
with
know,
me.
and it was fun.
Eat and
Yeah.
play,
Blast.
repeat. It's a blast.
And then
is the best.
my mom saw this and was like, call them, Megan, So JRM Landscaping did, like, they're known for,
Water features.
Oh, my
Beautiful
God.
pictures in there, yeah. Yep.
these are all by them. So, Brian owns that, and it's phenomenal. I'm like, so my backyard, can you help me?
It's very nice.
Yeah.
And then we also have our recipe of the month, which features Felony's new vanilla vodka. And I did the picture myself. It was very hard to not have my dog try and lick this up while I was creating the photo. But it's the adult root beer float that is, I'm telling you, killer.
She had it at her daughter's graduation.
I did. I had my daughter's graduation party, and it was her signature drink for the party. And I can't tell you how many people kept going back for it.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's
And
delicious.
then, of course,
Yeah, booze and root beer.
cheers to 1 year.
Cheers to 1 year.
Yeah.
July
Exactly.
24th. I can't wait for that,
It's going to be
truly.
so much fun.
July 24th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. The Rouge, is that how you say it? The Rouge? All right.
Right next to Pindustry.
Anybody and anybody can go.
Yes.
I know. Well, okay, for all of you marketing people, CEOs, if you aren't getting business, call them. Truly. I mean, this is the way to advertise and market. You guys are great in, of course, the magazine, networking opportunities, social media, reels, pictures, B&I groups, you name it, chamber events. I mean, you guys are doing all of it.
Yeah.
We try to do it.
Yeah.
You are doing it.
We
Yes.
are. We
Yeah.
are. We're doing it tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
We're doing it and doing it.
Doing it well. Oh, I like it. I like that we're. And what are you guys doing tomorrow?
So,
The Crisis Center
It's
at the
those-
Clue Room.
Oh, nice.
we have date night.
Yeah,
It's
we're having a
double
date night.
date.
Nice.
Yeah, we're going with
love that.
husband, boyfriend to the Clue Room. And
Boyfriend's going to be on
proceeds-
time.
Yeah. We're going to.
I told him it was a half an hour earlier than what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is that why it changed in the calendar? Oh, I get it. Okay.
I'm smart.
But it was, yeah, we're going to do a Clue Room, and it's some of the proceeds go
to the
to
Crisis
the Crisis
Center.
Center.
I love
Yeah.
it. Sabrina, we love you. I'm so sad we will not be there. We'll be there in spirit.
Yeah.
We have another amazing interview tomorrow, but
Ooh.
man, I just, we love the guys at Clue Room and we love Sabrina. She's a fabulous individual.
She
That
is.
she is.
That's
She's-
amazing.
I saw her at another, just again, because we're all over going to these openings and everything. And it was the flooring guy that was with us at Social Bar and Lounge, Ben. And it was like she actually came to them like, what are you doing here? Okay, well, this is what I have going on. All this stuff. You're like, okay, like we should connect. I haven't seen you forever because you just get into these little tangents. And then all of a sudden the fashion show, like she's everywhere too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be in a fashion show.
Ooh.
And
We're going to
August.
strut our stuff.
We're going to be
yeah,
on the
you are.
runway.
I love it.
Yeah. I don't know why they want a shorty like me on there, but hey.
I know she's.
Just wear heels.
I'm going to
She
practice
thought
my
that
model
Danielle
spin.
and I were the same size, like meaning like in height. And I was like looking. I was like,
We're not that far off.
how tall are you?
I'm not saying.
Exactly.
Maybe like 5'3". What are you?
5'5.5".
You're like me.
Oh.
I'm like 5'5.5".
I have 5'5
have
and a
to
half.
stretch.
5'5" with brown eyes.
Oh, you're already taken, girl.
I know. Yeah.
Sounds like your ad. Yeah. I love it. Well, you girls are amazing. Well, we've reached our time. Is there anything else that you guys want to make sure we mention?
Nobody asked any questions.
Oh,
Um,
haven't-
No, that's
yeah.
fine. We're just kidding.
Did not see from Sabino right there, but we definitely had a lot of people listening in.
Well, people.
Yeah.
I guess we talk
if you
enough.
have not, you guys definitely. I like these interviews because I just kind of sit back and let you three girls just like go to town, So
I'll talk to a wall.
She has.
I talk to a wall a lot and myself constantly.
Yeah.
I totally.
I
get
just
it.
need to talk to her and talk myself out, and then be like, okay, I just answer my question.
Yeah.
For sure. Sometimes you need a sounding board.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
awesome.
Even if it's just yourself in the
My
mirror
roll
talking
bag.
back. Exactly.
Even though she won't do a real one.
If you have not seen it, Centennial City Lifestyle Magazine, go to citylifestyle.com/Centennial. You can see it all online. You can also call them 720-492-3500. We've had Megan De La Rosa, the owner and publisher, and Danielle Von Feld, design director, with us. And thank you very much for coming in. It's always fun, these monthly interviews. Of course, we're going to have you in for the August one next. So looking forward to that. Any little, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, they're teasers.
Teasers for
Kids
next
and
month?
pets.
Kids and
It's
pets.
Kids
Pets.
and pets. You're going to
Bars.
be all about this
The
one.
second I
Bars,
heard it,
booze, and
Kids and pets?
So that was pints, patios, and pups.
oh my. Oh, and Riz.
And kids.
No cap. No cap.
No cap.
My kids helped me with an editorial. We
Okay.
are under
and pity parties.
yes, a language barrier between us and Gen Z and Alpha, so I decided to decode it.
There is a barrier there.
There
yeah.
I'm looking forward to learning.
Yeah, you get a
Okay.
decoder.
Okay.
Oh my god, we could role play when we get there. We're gonna do like a whole. That's what we should just talk the whole. Oh, we can't wait to come back in.
Nice. I like the role play.
Yeah.
Of what does this phrase actually
I like role
mean?
playing.
I'm
Yeah.
all about role play.
No, you're not. Quite the opposite. Sorry, Joe.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, man.
Well, definitely check it out, everybody. Centennial City Lifestyle Magazine. Danielle and Megan, thank you very much for
Yes.
coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thank
We'll
you for having us. It's always fun.
Of course. We'll be having you in next month. So check it out. citylifestyle.com/Centennial. And do know that starting in about a half hour, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. every single day is one solid hour, a melting pot of Colorado artists, every single genre that you can think of just thrown in. And then, of course, Kind of Vague Radio tonight starting at 9 p.m. Megan and Danielle, thank you very much again. Really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
And everyone get their questions ready for next month.
Get your
I
questions
know.
ready.
We did. We had a lot of people listening in. I think they were just engaged.
They're
they're like,
they were
just
like me,
fun.
just
They're
sit
like,
back and
do
enjoy.
they have time to breathe?
I know.
So we
No.
can ask
Pineapple.
a question.
No.
Pineapple.
Pineapple, Megan.
Take care, everybody. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.